We're wired to skip the hard parts of things. We fast forward through the pain, we jump to the resolution of things, we get to the good news as fast as we possibly can. And really, it's not just a church problem, that's just a people problem, a human problem. But if we're honest, we lose some things if we just fast forward through the hard parts and just skip over them. And Good Friday today is one of those types of things. You see, what you lose when you skip Friday in the story is the weight of what love actually costs. See, Easter, Resurrection Sunday, it gets talked about everywhere, and for good reason, right? Whether it's in the world at large with eggs and celebration and the hope that's there, or in the church where we celebrate resurrection and new life made possible through Jesus. But resurrection and new life only can mean something if you understand the problem that it's answering. And what it's answering is this: the worst day in human history, the day the world killed the one person who never deserved any of it. You can't really feel the relief of Sunday unless we're willing to sit in the midst of Friday. Picture the scene. Jesus is beaten, bloodied, and nailed to a cross between two criminals who should be there. The people who have followed him for the past 3 years of his ministry are now scattered to the four winds. There's a crowd present, but it's not a crowd that is cheering him on like they were just a few days ago on Palm Sunday, but now they are mocking him. By every measure, this looks like the end of the story. And yet from the cross, Jesus speaks. He says 7 words or sayings, which many Good Friday services go over, but a few of the moments are worth sitting in right here. One of the things he says, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." You see, his first words from the cross are not words of anger or frustration. There's no bitterness involved in it. In fact, his first words are forgiveness. Forgiveness for the people who are killing him. Forgiveness for the mobs that are mocking him. Forgiveness for those whose sins he bears as he goes to the cross. Later, he says the words, my God, why have you forsaken me?" This is probably the darkest moment of the entire story. Jesus, who is fully God, yes, but fully human as well, carrying the guilt and the shame and the weight of human sin and separation, cries out in anguish. We don't want to rush past this moment, because this is what love, absorbing the worst of what the world can possibly throw at it, actually sounds like. And then the words, "It is finished." Not "I am finished." He is not the finished one, but it is finished. Something has been completed or finished in this act on the cross, in this death and sacrifice. A debt has been paid. A work has been accomplished. 3 words in the English, 1 word in the Greek that change absolutely everything. You see, from the cross, Jesus forgives the people who kill him. He cries out in this darkest moment of human anguish, and he says that it is now finished because of this. Not that he is finished, but it is finished. It has been completed. It has been accomplished on purpose. You see, that's what Friday is all about. It's not necessarily just a tragedy that Easter rescues, but it's one of the main points of the story. The cross is where love absorbed everything that was broken in the world and refused to let that thing, that brokenness, have the final word. You see, Sunday is coming and we're going to celebrate, but today's Friday, and Friday might be difficult, but Friday is good. That's why they call it Good Friday. Don't skip it this year.